Hey, I'm Nathan Meunier, and I'm here with another tip to help you write, market, and sell your books. Indie author success tip number 4. Don't stop after your first book. So, getting your book out into the world is an amazing thing. It can take a lot of work, sure, but it's really a rewarding process. And nothing beats the feeling of holding your book in your hand for the first time or seeing it up on Amazon's storefront. That's pretty awesome. The problem with a lot of aspiring authors is they don't think big enough. You see, they get so caught up in the notion of just becoming an author in the first place, which, that's exciting, that's great, but they get blinded by these fuzzy fairy tale notions left over from traditional big publishing. The ones where you write a book and your publisher puts it out and it becomes an instant bestseller and everybody loves it and you could sit down in your jammies in front of your typewriter all day making magic and you can earn the living that you've always dreamed of. Yeah, no, that's not usually how it works. For the vast majority of authors, and I'm talking both self-published and traditional published authors, that's not the way things usually spin out. You can't look to the outliers and the rare authors who do knock it out of the park on their first go-around and assume that that's going to be what happens to you. I hate to be a buzzkill, but chances are that's not how it's going to spin out for you, at least not right from the get-go. And if it makes you feel any better, that's not just the case for publishing either. Look at the video game industry, the music industry, etc., etc., etc. It's pretty rare that anybody finds instant success with their first project, regardless of the medium. That's just some food for thought for you to think about for a minute. And hey, to put it in even further perspective, let's look at new and small businesses. Statistically speaking, when you look at the expenses involved in creating a business, most new businesses, they don't even turn a profit in the first year or two. That's the norm. So you can't expect that everything's going to be magic and flowers and puppy town the second you put your book into the world. Now, setting aside my feelings on traditional publishing, because nobody has time for that right now, let's get really real, super real. Let's say you've done all the work to write a book. Your book comes out, you sell a few copies, maybe you get some positive reviews. Woo! That's great. See, that's the point where a lot of authors stop. They just stop. They stop promoting their books, they stop writing more books, and then they just kind of move on. And as you might expect, their book sales eventually dwindle to a slow trickle, and then they dry up. Maybe at that point they pack it in. And that's fine for some people. No biggie. But if you want to be a successful indie author, one book is never enough. And it really shouldn't be. You're a writer, you're an author, you want to keep writing books. That's part of the reason we do this, isn't it? It's part of the fun, the magic of being a writer and putting books out and being creative. You want to write more books, book after book after book. Just don't stop writing. You can't stop writing. You can't stop doing things to promote your existing books. You can't give up if your first book doesn't hit it big. It's probably not going to, and that's okay. You have to keep building on the foundation you've created, continue that forward momentum, and propel yourself towards the great things to come. When you finish and launch your book, by all means, take a moment to bask in the excitement and the afterglow of your accomplishment because you've earned it. You've earned it. You've worked hard. Did it. Done. Good. But then, snap out of it because it's time to get back to work. Hunker down, start planning your next step, outline your next book, and dive back into the fray. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click subscribe below to get new tips and videos as they come out. Also, if you want to learn more, please check out my new book, Write Short Kindle Books, a self-publishing manifesto for nonfiction authors, which will show you the easier, faster, and more efficient way to become a successful indie author. Go to www.indieauthorsuccess.com to grab your copy today. Thanks a bunch.